The way I look at it is that nuclear weapons are an enormous source of mistrust, lack of confidence, and we tend to always look at the end point. We tend to always think about the fact that some states have nuclear weapons and some don't.
This weaponry is not furthering our aims of a more stable future. It does not provide security.
And they are, of course, the threat to our very existence, but actually they're deeper than that. They are symbolic of our inability to live with each other in a way that is constructive.
And they are just not the wave of the future.
And not enough people are aware of the weapons that we have and who has them.
The continued possession of nuclear weapons really risks their use and proliferation. This is also going against the nuclear weapon states' obligations under the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty.
I'm not trying to say that there's a causal relationship between nuclear weapons, but their status in international relations is elevated because of the fact that they have nuclear weapons.
In the current environment, with the current international conditions, the nuclear weapon states remain committed to nuclear deterrence.
I think BASIC's unique selling point is that when it engages in dialogue, it engages everybody who has a stake in the nuclear conversation. So that means non-nuclear weapon states who are concerned about their security. They also engage the nuclear weapon states and tries to understand it from their perspective and to try to give them a constructive avenue through which to explore alternative security measures.
And so what BASIC is trying to do is to look behind that and ask the questions of why. And that's a really important question to ask, because you will only really find incentives to change if you explore what the motivations are in the first place.
Now, what we're doing is, for example, we're getting the nuclear weapon states to recognise that nuclear weapons possession doesn't actually bring them security. In fact, it brings them insecurity.
We ran some roundtables looking at European perspectives and UK perspectives, and we had such a diverse and full audience for those events, where people were coming to actually hear not a statement of position, but to try and understand where other people were coming from.
If we can solve this problem with nuclear weapons, then we can solve a huge number of other problems that we face today.
It's not very often that one has the opportunity to have a real impact on issues that matter. This is such a time. This is such an issue.